to Popular Misfit Podcast. It's your boy S.O.
What's going on in Shannon?
What's going on is Ivan.
We back at it for another week. Shannon, where you was last week?
And Laughlin doing white people shit, as y'all say.
Such as?
Jet skiing and on some water.
No shit.
And yes, I can swim.
Oh, you got jokes? Why you gonna bring up my mishaps?
Yes, I can swim.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Was a lot of people out there?
There was a lot of people out there.
Okay. How long y'all out there?
Got out there about 10 in the morning. We stayed till like 8.
No shit.
It was cool.
Oh man.
We had brought the barbecue grill out there. We had drinks. We had the hookah. We had the tent set up.
Mm-hmm.
Just had a whole setup.
We had a whole setup. We had got some sandwiches and shit from Porter Subs. We had to work.
Good.
Y'all had sandwiches and porter sub, and y'all had the grill.
Yeah.
Did y'all have masks? No comment, huh?
I was on the water.
Okay.
The jet ski was fun.
I'm ready to go back.
I'm mad I didn't get to go down there.
I seen you went to was it Little Jamaica?
Little Jamaica, yeah.
What is that? I ain't heard about that until you said something about it.
It's like a little town. Like if you ever driven to Utah, you probably driven past it a million times and didn't know it was there. It's like a little. It's like a little stream with like a waterfall, and it's really right off the side of the street. So you just get off it's like there's no signs or anything. You just get off the side of you get off the highway, park, and you hike down a little bit.
In Utah.
No, it's in Arizona. On your way to Utah. So
it's on the way to Utah.
When you're driving from Vegas to Utah,
You got to cut through Arizona?
you cut through Arizona for like 20, 30 minutes.
I did not know that. I ain't never drove to Utah.
You never, yeah. So
Yeah.
you're in Arizona for like 20, 30 minutes. You're literally cutting right across the corner. So in that little space.
By the Hoover Dam?
So how far of
No.
a drive is it? Like 45
Like an
minutes?
hour.
Oh, okay.
Hour.
That's pretty loud. Yeah, the farthest I've been was like Hoover Dam. And I brought my
Hoover
black
Dam
ass
is
back.
that way. Hoover Dam is south. This is north.
I thought Hoover Dam was like the middle of all 3 states, Arizona, Nevada, and
It is. If you on Hoover Dam, you are right there in
In-
Utah,
in
Nevada,
all 3?
and
California.
Arizona.
Arizona,
Utah,
and Nevada.
Hoover Dam.
Yeah. But I thought
Hoover
Utah
Dam
was.
is south.
I'm telling you, when you're at Hoover Dam, it says if you stand like in a certain spot, you in Utah, Nevada, and Arizona.
I don't know how that worked.
I don't know either, because I thought like you take the 15 north to go to Utah,
You take
right?
the 15 north to go to Utah.
Yeah, how do
take
you
the-
end up?
I
That's a
don't
good
know.
question. Yeah.
You take the 95 south
To go to Arizona.
Yeah. So I don't know. I know there's a spot where you can stand in California, Vegas, and Nevada.
I heard of that spot
Vegas
too,
and
yeah.
Nevada?
California, Nevada, and Arizona.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
No, at Hoover Dam, if you stand in a certain spot, it'll say Utah,
Yeah.
Nevada,
Let me look it up.
Arizona.
Let me Google this.
Put
Go
our
ahead.
Googles up on that one. Man,
Go
you know,
ahead.
this week been wild, man, you know.
It really has.
It's been a wild week. You know, before we start this, I want to say rest in peace to George Floyd. And, you know, I send a shout out to his family and everybody that was directly affected by that. And I mean directly affected by that, like his family and everybody close to him that knew him. And then I also want to say, you know, this is the results of, you know, having a flawed system as far as policing is considered, as far as like checks and balances, as far as police is going, and people not getting justice.
But is it really flawed though?
What do you mean?
Like I hear a lot of people saying that it's broken and it's flawed, but it wasn't built for us. You know, this is how they wanted it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why I say, like, is it really flawed? Is it really broken?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. Yeah. So I mean, it's just then it would be a reality then, or just this is just what the system is. It was never designed for us.
Exactly.
Okay.
So now you're seeing, like, so many, countless people have said it, like, when is enough? Like, you get tired, like, even with your mama, she tell you something so many times.
Yeah.
She
Right.
tell you that third time, she gonna whoop your ass. She not talking no more.
Right.
So, I mean, people can feel how they feel. I say tear that shit up. Make them rebuild it. Oh, what about the people losing their jobs? That's what these corporations have insurance.
Yeah.
They're going to rebuild. But in the meantime, you ain't gonna make no money until we get till we get smack right around this motherfucker. Tear that shit up. And if they don't fix it, they don't give us a seat at the table. These heads of these corporations get in there and talk to these congressmen. All this shit until some shit tear that shit up again.
I agree.
Because they don't listen until you hit them where it hurts, and that's their pockets.
That's true.
They only care about money.
That's real shit.
So you fuck up their money. Oh, now you want to listen to us?
Right.
Okay.
I just think it's crazy that they sit here and try to dictate like this is not the right way to protest or get anything heard.
What is the right way?
They always say it's not the right way, but any way that we try, it's never the right way.
Tear that shit up.
But who the fuck are they to judge how the fuck we protest and how we feel and to judge our emotions on how we react to situations?
I was gonna say that's just like telling a motherfucker how to grieve.
Right.
True.
Real shit.
You can't. Everybody's reactions to things are different.
True.
So.
And I'm pretty sure they feel the same way if their loved one was killed the same way.
I always say, don't nothing happen until something happened.
Yeah, that's real shit.
And they say, oh, what about but you guys are out there hurting innocent people. They killing innocent people.
Right.
So
it wasn't a problem then.
It wasn't a problem.
So why is it a problem now?
But innocent people are getting killed.
But that's what they say. Dude, what about the good police officers and the innocent ones? But you pulling over innocent black men and black women who are dying. Y'all going into innocent black women and black men homes, killing them.
People tired.
Yeah.
They are tired.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I feel it.
You can't tell somebody how to react. This shit is going on. It's gone on far too long.
And
like
this ain't even a new thing.
We've tried to peacefully protest. We've been doing that shit for what 50-something years.
Man, too long for me.
You know what I'm saying? We done created the hashtags. That's been going on for how many years now?
Man,
that shit don't work.
Man,
because I promise you, if something happened to mine, don't create no hashtag for me or her.
Yep.
Because I'm going out with mine. So you take mine, or I'm taking one of yours. I don't give a fuck who it is.
And that's real shit. A lot of people can't have that stance and don't have that type of love and compassion for a situation like that.
But we have to get back to that mentality in order for them to say, hey, like, you can't keep fucking with us.
That's true.
You can't keep coming around here fucking with us.
That's true.
You take one of mine, I'm going to take one of yours. And we can do this shit all day.
It's funny, a white dude I work with, it's suspected racist, but I don't know yet. But anyway, he was saying, he was so gun heavy and so gun armed, and he said something that kind of stuck with me. He was like, in order to get power, you have to take power. Power is never given to you. You have to take power, and people respond with violence.
That's a fact.
So he was like, this country was founded off violence. He said, we fought to get this country from England and the British. That's how we got here. He said, so anytime somebody want power, they have to take power and flex power and show, hey, they're willing to go the distance with power to get that done.
Absolutely.
And I think this is just one of the tactics.
But for so long, violence was used against us and we had to bow down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like the young lady, I can't think of her name. She spoke so powerfully on, I think her last name was like Mallory or something like that. Tamika Maryland. Oh, my goodness. Like, I was like.
I saw that this morning.
I was like,
this morning. Everything she said, you can't argue that.
You can't. So, like she was saying, like, this country was founded on violence.
That's real shit.
We learned this shit from y'all.
Yep. I'm glad she threw that in there.
Yeah, we learned.
I think they forget that over time. Like, this is learned behavior from y'all.
Exactly.
Yep.
So,
not even like y'all actively teach this. Like when you think about it, when you go to an American history class, that's what you actively teach.
Yep.
We came here because we were oppressed, so we came over here and we took this land from the American, from the natives.
Yep.
When the people from England tried to come back over here and say, well, we're gonna tax y'all.
Yep.
We fought you motherfuckers too.
Yep.
So, when they were slavery, when we want to give up slavery, we fought amongst ourselves. So actively as an American, everything I've learned about who I am as an American was learned through violence.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they understand that. Like they're used to us being complacent. I think that's why they actively push Martin Luther King. They actively push the 1963 "I Have a Dream" speech.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody, I was having a conversation with somebody on Facebook yesterday where they were talking about, people identify with these. They try to pick these. I'm Malcolm, not Martin.
Right.
And it's like I don't think people understand the full scope of who Malcolm and Martin were.
Right.
Like he said, they picked these two quotes, and that's who they base these characters off of.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting.
And in 50 years, we only got them two examples. They don't know. There's no other examples. It's always Malcolm or Martin. It's Malcolm and Martin. 50 plus years.
They're never gonna give us Nat Turner. You can just hang that up.
Yeah.
They're not gonna give us the niggas who fought back.
Right.
So who else?
But that's why now it's up to us as this new generation, this young generation, for them to say these names now. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, now you can't talk about, like you said, Martin and Malcolm no more.
Yep.
We're going to talk about the Nats. We're going to talk about the SOs. We're going to talk about the Ivans. We're going to talk about the Shannons. Like,
it's multiple.
Give them something else.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Like, if they don't have nothing else, they only going to keep teaching this repetitive ass rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all they going to give us.
And I'm sick of the shit. Like, whatever they do, they always try to twist and turn the narrative. I watched this morning how the governor of Minnesota is trying to change the narrative. They're not protesters. They're thugs. They're people coming in from different parts of the country. No, it's not. It's American people that's sick of that shit. That's what's going on in every other city. People tired of that shit.
You get tired of it. You can as a black person in America, for me personally, I feel like you can identify with the shit that's going on anywhere. Like I know what it's like to have a policeman get behind me and get nervous. I know what it's like, you know what I mean, to be pulled over. And you can't give me any other reason why. You can't give me a reason why you pulled me over.
And I'm glad you said that, because I was talking to my sister this morning and I said, like you said, we can identify with it. Like, I'm a female. I'm small as shit.
Yeah.
I remember getting pulled over by Northtown a few years ago. Scared as a motherfucker, right? Especially Northtown.
Especially North Las Vegas.
So it was right around the time the Trayvon Martin stuff happened. Yeah. So, you know, quite naturally, I'm scared anyway. The police get behind me. I start shaking. My foot be shaking and shit. Yep. Like, because you just never know.
Real shit.
But he was such an asshole. And I hadn't even done anything
yet.
Yeah. Like, I was polite.
Yup.
License and registration, please. I'm like, absolutely. Gave it to him. He's like, what are you doing on this side of town? I'm like, I live over here. Where are you going? I'm like, I'm going home. So he looks at my ID. He's like, you live that way. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get something to eat first. Like, he's just being like,
trying to pick something to get you to lie.
Right.
Get
so
you
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why is he being? So now I'm agitated. Yeah. And then I'm scared because I don't know what the fuck finna happen. So I call my sister. I put her on speakerphone. Like, just stay with me.
Yeah.
He pulled me over. He said because my license plate cover was dark. It was too dark. He couldn't read my plates.
Oh, yeah.
I had this license plate cover on for 4 years. Never had no issues. Been in front of the cops. The cops been behind me plenty of times. Yeah. Never been pulled over for it. And it wasn't even that dark.
Trying to get that quota up. That's what that was.
I was livid.
You get a ticket?
Ever since then, no, he didn't give me a ticket.
Digging. Just found one thing
I'm
to
like,
dig.
what the fuck? So ever since then, like, I got an attitude every time you pull me over because I know I ain't done shit wrong.
Yeah. Yep.
I especially follow all traffic laws when you get behind me because I know you want some bullshit.
You're reading my license.
You know what I'm saying? You read my place. My shit good.
Yeah.
I ain't got no warrants. I ain't got no nothing. Like, I'm straight. So you can read these motherfuckers all you want to.
Yep.
Just don't pull me over because I know I've done nothing wrong. So when you pull me, I'm instantly agitated.
Yep.
What the fuck are you pulling me over for? Yeah. Then the fact that you come at me with an attitude, so I respond with an attitude. Now you want to pull me out the car, put me in cuffs for something. Nigga, I'm gonna give you the same respect you give me, and I should be able to do that. Why the fuck you want to detain me for what? For what?
I ain't never been detained.
Shit, it's not.
You ain't never been detained?
Nah. I've had them, pull us out of the car.
You ain't had the cuffs on you?
Not for that.
Oh, okay.
Not for that, but
no, but you never been detained at all.
Like
on the side, not taken into jail, just detained on the side. And
oh yeah, they put a gang unit on us for absolutely no reason.
Are you serious?
It was like 4 of us, 4 black males in the car. I've had that happen.
Wow.
Just no reason. Like there's no gang affiliation.
Northtown.
Yeah. No, it was wild. You know, it was wild though. Like because he pulled us over. Like what happened? I was at my hobby. I was a senior. I didn't have a 5th period, so. A couple of my friends who didn't have a 5th period either, or who were ditching, I don't know.
Yeah.
They were like, "Let's go to Cheyenne, nearest high school."
Right.
Our rival high school. So we go up there. We just drive through the parking lot because at our school we had an open campus. So even if we didn't have class, we could kind of hang out a little bit.
I was lucky. Okay.
Yeah, my hobby was different then. Shout out. So you know, we drive through the Cheyenne parking lot. The campus is closed. There's nobody out there. So okay, let's go. We're gonna go back to the school. Halfway down the street, the police pull us over. They got us outside. They talking to us or whatever. And I hear one of the policemen tell my friend who's a driver, like, "Yo, that's a Camaro. That car goes pretty fast. Why didn't you try to get away?" And my mom was like, "Get away from what? We wasn't doing shit."
Right.
But like he wasn't joking. He was dead ass serious. Like, why didn't you try to get away? What are we getting away from, officer? We on our way back to school. So that's always stuck with me. I've always kept my mind on like they be on some bullshit.
Bruh, I worked for juvenile detention for like 6 years in booking. So when a cop bring a kid in, I have to process the kid, throw him in the cell, all that shit, right? But when we come in to work, we come in the door where the cops will drive through to bring the kid in. I park my car. I'm walking towards the gate. Cop bringing another kid in. Cop stops me in the parking lot, says, "What are you doing here?" I said, "I work here, bruh." He said, "You sure?" "I ain't never seen no employees coming through this gate." I said, "What gate do you see them come through then?" He said, "You got your ID?" I looked at him. I said, "We really about to do this right here, right now? Who breaks into a jail, bruh?" And he looked at me. He was like, "Okay, if you say so, but I still need that ID." I said, "Are you fucking serious?" So I give him the ID, whatever, dude. He ran my name right in the parking lot of work.
A black dude?
White dude. So then after he ran it and everything was clear, I said, "Dude, you got a kid in the car you about to bring in and I'm going to have to process for you. How you think this going to turn out when nothing comes back wrong?" Ran my name, no warrants, no none of that shit. Gave him my ID, said, "All right then." in the parking lot. I walked in. All my coworkers see the shit on camera. I said, none of y'all couldn't get on the intercom and tell them I worked here. They said, we was just watching to see what was happening. I said, y'all ain't shit, man.
That shit wild, man. That shit wild.
It's crazy, man. They just harass. And after a while, you just be like, we done with this shit. We tired of this shit. What's the next step?
I think my worst experience with Northtown was a black dude, to be honest with you, though.
I could believe that.
Like I could tell you're trying too hard to be a good police. Like I've had some. I've been pulled over by Northtown, and they was cool. White Mexican. When it was the nigga, he treated me like he treated me the worst.
I know a white dude in particular work for Northtown. I know his name by heart, and I would say his name, but I ain't gonna put him out like that. But I don't like that motherfucker. Ooh, if I ever see him, it's a whole nother ball. Look, man. What's the charge? What's the bail? And Northtown good for like giving you cash bonds. They don't want to. Yeah, you go and charge in Northtown.
I was going to say they want their money.
They want their money. They ain't want no bond. None of that.
The cash bond for all of those of us who don't go to jail.
The cash bond means ain't no 10%, ain't no 12%.
Right, they want cash. Ain't no collateral, bro.
So if your bail is $50,000 for whatever you do, they want $50,000 cash.
Do you get that money back once you get proven?
No, not a cash bail. That means you
forking over cash. They keep your cash. It ain't collateral.
A bond, like, you don't get that back either. So say you go to jail, you got a $10,000 bond or whatever. Right. The bail bond, your people take $1,000 or $1,200 down there to the bail's bond. You don't get that $1,200 back. You got to go to court. Now, if you don't go to court,
then you got to pay
you got to pay that whole bond, that whole $10,000.
Once you go to court and they say you were innocent of these charges, you don't get that money back?
No.
Nah, bro, it's a hustle.
Nigga, leave me in jail.
Hey, sometimes it be like
jail
that.
Jail is not fun. No, you don't want them.
You don't want to go to jail, bro.
Nigga, $50,000, leave me in this motherfucker.
$50,000, yeah. But what I'm saying, but you're gonna,
depends on how much you got to lose on the outside. If you're gonna lose more on the outside, you'll pay it.
Leave me in this bitch.
And jail ain't nothing but a big ass high school, anyways.
I've heard.
Like camp or some shit.
It's like camp. They put you in a dormitory. You go upstairs and all the.
Well, Northtown, it's like that. It's like a big ass room.
Metro like that too.
Is it?
It's a big ass room with a bunch of dorms and shit.
See, I never made it to the back in the city, and I ain't never been to the county because I ain't never did no serious shit. I only went to jail for traffic violations.
I went to jail for traffic. It was some bullshit.
But I'm saying I never made it to the back.
Oh, you made it to the back? But my traffic ticket was so high. I was like, I do these 6 days.
That's how mine was in Northtown. My shit was $2,700 more cash.
What kind of ticket you get?
Bail.
But say like 4 racks. I said, look, I do 4-5 days.
Suspended license, driving with no insurance. I was young. I was like 18, 19.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all criminals.
Hey, man.
Can't relate.
The system is flawed. I was about to ask you, too. You beat me to my next question. What about black cops in this situation? Do you think a lot of them are like siding on the blue side first or the black side? Because I do know a lot of cops that are black that are making the difference in the community, but I think their voices might get drowned out.
That one is a tough position because I think we being in Las Vegas, we know a lot of the same. So I could say they're making. I can see them making a difference in the community.
Right.
But in the community is not where we need you at this particular moment. We need you making a difference in the precinct. There's a difference. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can come to the hood and hang out and, you know what I'm saying, and pass out backpacks and all that stuff.
Right.
But we're getting beat in the precinct. Like, we need you to take. And I've seen the conversations over the last few days where these brothers are saying they're trying to do what they can. And I understand it's a racist system, so it's a tough position to be in. Like, I don't hate police. I know several. Like, one of my very, very good friends, he's a CEO. So it's a tough position to be in, especially because there aren't a lot of
black police officers. And I think they make a movement. From what I've heard and talked to them, there's a lot of division within the police system.
I was gonna say because you do have some that when they do, like, they get pushback. You know what I'm saying? They get the just the investigations, or just don't have that support when they speak out. You know what I'm saying? So can you just imagine not only being a black cop but being a black female police officer? You know what I'm saying?
The police chief in Henderson last year, she tried to affect change,
but it's like, if you don't got, if these people ain't rallying around you, like, what the fuck you doing coming here trying to change some shit? Like, we've been doing this. We need to get away with this. We want this to be the way we want it to be.
Absolutely.
They got our ass up out of here, and that's fucked up.
They did.
And when you get the people in there who are trying to make a difference, they pushing them out. They don't want to see the good. They don't want to see change.
They want to give up the power.
They want to still be able to do what the fuck they've been doing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a power trip. They don't want to give up the power, and that's what it is.
Yeah, it's a tough position to be and especially because a lot of these officers, they come from the communities we come from.
Yup.
So they understand our position on why
Right.
we are not trustful of the police, or why we say fuck 12 or whatever it is people are saying, however their attitude is. They understand because they've been there before, and they are trying to make a change. But it's like shit. A lot of people can't see past that. Like once you put that badge on, a lot of people don't see you that way no more.
Yeah.
So it's a tough position to be in. I feel for them brothers, especially the ones that I personally know that are trying to. You know what I mean? But if they were ever in that situation where you're watching somebody take advantage of somebody else's civil liberties, I don't see you that way no more.
Absolutely, I definitely agree with you on that.
So you know, I hope they never find themselves in that position. Like I've heard of one cat I know. I know him, but I don't know him. Yeah. I've heard he's really be on that. Like, nah, you're not gonna take advantage of nobody while I'm here.
Right.
So you know, shout out to that brother. Shout out to all of them, really. Like, you know, hold your head up, do what you can.
Yeah, it's a tough spot.
It's definitely a tough spot. I think.
Because when you think about it, though, like how we see these videos, right? There was a few of them that I saw just this past week, even before Floyd's death. Like it was, I don't know where it was, but this cop was sitting there. The dude was in handcuffs, and he's like just punching him. Like,
was it a female cop he was beating up?
No, okay. It was a guy, and it was like maybe 4 police officers. Then you see some other cars pulling up, but this one police officer just
going to toe.
I'm like, what the fuck? So you see all these videos of these officers just standing around, right? When you think about it, how many videos have you seen where
it's a black cop
actually, not even just a black cop, where have you seen a cop intervene?
I can't think of any.
I can't think of any either. That's the problem.
I got one inbox today in Baltimore, and I don't know if this happened in the last 2 or 3 nights or whatever. It was a lady, and they was jamming her up. You seen that one? And the dude came from behind and stole on her.
But when the dude came up, you immediately went to draw your gun. Why the fuck you didn't hit him?
Which one you talking about? You talking about the lady that got slept from behind by the black cop?
And then a guy runs up. If you watch the whole video, a guy runs up like trying to defend her. Like, what the fuck? The police officer immediately goes for his weapon.
I saw that. Yeah.
You didn't have no problem hitting this black woman.
Yup.
Knocked her the fuck out.
Cold cocked her.
Why you ain't fight?
Who was it?
She stole on the cop.
I seen the video.
Yeah.
I'm saying, who was it? It was the black dude.
It was the black cop.
That's what I'm saying.
Because that nigga was about to go down, right?
I said, wow.
I don't know if it was another video too. I think it's in one of my inboxes. I'm gonna send it to y'all.
How many inboxes you got, nigga?
I got a bunch of them. Like it's Instagram, Facebook, you know, text messages. Yeah. It's in one of them.
You got a lot going on.
Pimping. No, okay, not at all. But they were on a basketball court, like arguing, and you can tell like the officers maybe like fucking with them, but you could tell the dude was agitated. He just takes off on this black police officer, and I was like, well, God damn, because like you hear the hit and you see it, and then the nigga takes off running. They can't catch it. The white police officer don't even try to help him. No, they was in uniform. Oh, okay. He didn't give a fuck. So I don't know if this was
them shits before like, when the police chase.
Yeah, you rarely see the video where the cops lose. That's why I be watching cops. Yeah. They don't never show when the cops just get beat.
Man,
never show that on there.
Man.
And I wasn't supposed to laugh at that. But the shit was funny.
Sometimes shit just be funny.
Sometimes shit just be funny.
Some shit just be funny. You just can't help it.
It's like, damn. Man, you know, when we do something, we got to take it to the H and the L,
right.
which is cool with me. But I don't know if it was in Minnesota or if it's somewhere else. But the goddamn animals is loose. They got fucking giraffe in the street. They done let the animals go at the zoo.
Right.
There was goats all in the grocery store.
That's hilarious.
Tigers and shit walking down the street. I said, what the fuck? Not only do y'all steal the train from the mall, but y'all let the animals loose.
Do y'all notice in these riots, they're like resisting, like the cops aren't as violent as they have in the past because it's a mixed crowd of people rioting?
Yes. You see, I've seen a lot of
non-blacks rioting.
Out there than I've seen blacks.
Getting off at Target. Mm-hmm. What do you take out of Target first? What's the first thing you take out of Target?
Electronics.
In a riot, spare of the moment, boom, you got to go. What's the first thing you grab?
Electronics.
iPad
It's supermarket sweeps.
Yeah, iPad. I'm going straight to the electronics.
Electronics.
But they keep that shit locked. Well, it's a riot.
They
smashed the window.
We get access to all of this shit.
They done fucked up ATM, so you can get.
But you can't take big shit because how you gonna get it back to where you going? Because
don't
nobody drive to the riot park and get their shit.
That was my issue. Like if I'm really going in there, I really want like a 75-inch TV.
Yeah, but how you gonna get it? You gonna take the you gotta take the shopping cart.
I drive a Central, so that motherfucker definitely can't stay in my car. Bro, I just stole a big ass TV for no reason. I could put a 65 in the back seat, nigga,
without the box. Yeah, like it's hard. I get it, but it's like So what you grabbing? What you gonna take with you and not get caught?
Electronics.
I don't think they was worried about
iPads, computers, shit like that.
Yeah, the first run, I'm definitely going there.
Electronic
right.
Shit.
The second run, I see the niggas in the Target with like hammers, like hammering away at the motherfucking cash register. That's how I know they had lost control of the situation.
Yeah, but they don't keep no money in the registers anyway. They petty cash be like $125, if that.
That's crazy.
$140, $150.
But you had to have time for them to do all that shit. They had to have abundance of time.
Yup.
So at that point, they're not even worrying about it. Like if I had that kind of time, it might be different.
You seen the dude stealing the bottles of Hennessy and the Jack Daniels, and he had it all in his pants. I'm like,
nigga shit.
Boy, you need to ride for dummies book or something.
Nigga, dummies, nigga shit. What was funny though is I saw a video where they were basically identifying the cop who burned.
I saw the cop that did the AutoZone with the hammer. Yeah,
they identified that he was a police officer, which is wild because from my understanding, a lot of these riots were started by.
Yeah, they were started by informers. Yeah,
but that's how it is. Period. Like with the wars with the gangs and shit, the police would put on rags,
put on the opposite,
put on blue rags,
go
over there with the blood, shoot it up, and then wait for the Crips to go over there and shoot. You know what I'm saying?
They got to get it popping.
They started that shit.
I believe it.
I believe that 100%.
So why would it be any different when it's?
It's just wild to see it. Like when you're really paying attention to see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
a guy posted a video of
cameras there.
I think in Minnesota, it was a pile of bricks by the courthouse. Mm-hmm. Just randomly, a big ass pile of bricks showed up in front of the courthouse.
Like it's a video game, just right there out the blue.
I was like, what? Like they didn't just neatly stack. Just a pile of bricks. Like come tear this shit up.
Yeah,
that shit crazy. Because and he was saying that that's how guns show up in the hood. They say just drop a crate of guns in the hood, which is wild to think about. Just one day you just show up and it's a box full of guns.
How's it? Well, of course you're buying them on the street, but.
How did they first get there?
They first got there. They put them in there.
Yeah.
You put the guns in the neighborhood to invoke violence for the other side. You know what I'm saying? And get them to going back and forth. Now, that's job security, too. Now we got to police y'all. And that gives us green light to do whatever the fuck we want to do to y'all.
That's wild.
How y'all think the mayor of Minneapolis and the mayor of Atlanta is handling the situation? Both mayors. I like the Minneapolis mayor. I ain't going to lie to you. I like how he just like, it's a building. I'm not worried about a building and lives being lost. Like you can see he want to say what he want to say, but he trying to curtail it. Yeah.
Politically correct.
Yeah, and put not a blanket over it, but sugarcoat.
And how he went at Trump after them tweets. Woo!
And did you see the mayor of Chicago?
Nah, the black lady. What she said now?
She said something, and then she was like loosely put. She's like, I got 2 words for you. They start with F and N with you. I say, damn.
She said that recently.
Yes.
I like her. I don't even know her name. She be on all the memes. all the memes.
I just want to do her hair.
Man, let her be. Don't.
She said start with. I say, okay.
The mayor of Atlanta. I can't I don't understand, and maybe somebody need to break it down to me. Why is Atlanta rioting? Because that is one of the blackest cities in America, and they trying to. I see where they're coming from, but at the same time, niggas is tired.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's basically them saying like, we stand with y'all. Y'all tearing shit up. We gonna tear shit up everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't give a fuck if it's the blackest shit, one of the blackest cities or whatever. We gonna tear this shit up from California to motherfucking New York.
Yeah.
That's basically what they saying.
Yeah.
Except this motherfucker.
Oh yeah. I heard it was a protest last night. It was a bunch of skateboards out there too. I heard.
Protest Thursday night. It was a protest last night. It's supposed to be
probably one tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna show up to that one.
I was about to say that one. I think is a little bit more validated.
Yeah, I don't.
Where's the one at tonight?
The one tonight is at Container Park at 7. So
I heard about
at
that
7.
One.
Yeah, I'm probably trying to make it down there.
I heard that one.
That one seems a little more peaceful.
A little bit more peaceful, a little bit more validated from what I've seen.
It's because they have more time to be organized. It's more organized. Like other shit just
that's
like
the
show
word
up.
I'm looking for. Yeah,
they just niggas just like showed up and shit. And it turned into some because the guy somebody went live and it had like 1.4 thousand people watching it in the city at the same time. So
wow,
it was crazy. But just seeing what was down there. Initially when they started, it seemed like there was a solidarity. They seemed like they was about to go do some shit. Police showed up. not the police had basically drawn a line and saying like this is gonna be.
This is what it's gonna be.
And when they got down there, all that shit fell apart like wet tissue. It was funny though because the nigga that was doing it was funny. So he made it funny. His commentary made that shit funny. But
I need to find it. Y'all gotta see me that one. When it's all said and done, what's our black agenda? What's the goal? I know we want all 4 cops prosecuted. We want the whole system changed as far as policing cops when they do wrong.
When you say
not
black
just
agenda,
prosecuted, we want them convicted, and we want not just them, all of them. If I go outside right now, and I'm speeding, and I run into a police car and I kill that police officer, they gonna give me 60 years. I don't know but they're gonna give me a lot of time,
right?
And it's an accident, right?
Minimum vehicular manslaughter.
Yep.
But they gonna hang my ass is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, you get the book thrown at you, and they're gonna pick it up, throw it back at you again.
So, if not only we have this shit on video,
right?
Not just these cops, we want all cops. Not only charge, and we want them convicted,
right.
And we want them to get the same amount of time that we would get for killing one of them.
I don't understand why.
Whether it was
hard?
voluntary or involuntary, whether it was an accident or whatever, the same amount of time you would give me for killing one of y'all get the same time for killing one of us,
yep.
or any innocent person. Like and all their laws is like loosely based. Like whatever force I deem necessary.
Yep.
That could be any fucking thing.
Yeah.
And what I found crazy after everything that's going through, all they have to do is charge all 4 officers to stop all of this. And they instead of doing that, they'll go through the hoops and measures of all of this.
We need to see more videos. We need to go through what more do you need?
Yep.
What more do you need?
They running out of excuses, and they going through all of this, and all they got to do is just charge all 4 of them with murder.
I think things have to be done at an institutional level. For me, I think the thing that would affect change the most is anytime there's an officer involved shooting, put their pension up, hit them in their pockets, put their pension up for you know what I'm saying. So you say, okay, there's an officer involved shooting, we're gonna put your pension up. If you're gonna lose your long-term benefits, you'll think twice about pulling that trigger. Second of all, I think we need a citizens review board because a lot of times these things are done, they're handled internally.
Yeah, police can't police the police.
Right.
So have a citizens review board. So if you say, okay, we have a set of citizens who are going to come in here from diverse backgrounds, and they're going to come in here and they're going to review this footage, even if you're not charged criminally, you can lose your livelihood. I think that'll make a difference. I think because I think that people aren't afraid of losing their livelihood.
Right.
Criminal is one thing. Like I don't. We have to have more legislative power as a group to start affecting change as far as how things are handled criminally.
Right.
That's why it's important to also get out there and vote, not just in.
Yeah, kind of shut me up on my argument last week about why we voting. So I'm back to this. We do got to vote.
We do. We have to vote locally.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Locally.
We have to, especially because that's where it starts too. You can't just vote, but like we got Obama in there, and then everything fell apart after that. We don't got the Senate, we don't got the House, we don't got nothing. You know,
we got lazy though. I think we
got lazy and disinterested.
Yeah, but I'm saying it don't stop there. It starts here. You know what I'm saying? So you need your local government to be behind you. You need a step further. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that plays a part in that.
Right.
We can't get nothing passed if we don't have a motherfucker that look like us or have our same beliefs to go in there and talk for us.
Real talk.
Absolutely. But I don't think at the same time I think we're not pushing our kids to say go be the next DA. Go be
We're not.
You could be the councilman. Go out.
We're not, and that's what we got enough rappers. We got enough basketball players. We got enough football players. That's what I'm pushing mine for. Like, I want you to get this free education if sports gonna take you there. But we doing something else, sweetheart.
Go be the DA. We have enough black public defenders. We go be the DA. So when you're across that table, you can kind of take these things into account.
Yeah.
Go be the, you know what I mean. Go be in the legislative branch of government. Go be a senator. Go be a governor, so you can affect change on a you know what I mean, from behind the desk. Because the pen is mightier than the sword.
Oh, it's some black DAs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we need more. Is what
we need more. Yeah.
How many? I'm not talking about no black DA from Old Henderson. I need a black DA from 89106 or 89030.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's a difference.
Right.
If you whitewashed, you're not gonna help me. You probably looking at me worse. Like I said, my worst experience with Northtown was with a black officer.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're of that mind frame, if you're, you know what I'm saying, if you're whitewashed, what I call whitewashed,
right?
You probably gonna prosecute me more harder than the white dude is.
White dude, I used to two white dudes. I used to be on my basketball team in school. We grew up. They wound up being cops, and I seen them later on down in life. So we was talking, and he was like, "You know what, Sean, was weird is." He was like, you know, my wife, his wife was the cheerleader. She was black. They got married. So he was like, you know, my wife, you know how I am. You grew up with me, so you know how I am. He said, if I didn't grow up like I grew up around you guys and I was just a cop, I understand why a lot of people feel a certain way about black people. Because you get a jaded view opinion. He said, just like the homeless. I get so tired of dealing with the homeless and telling them to move. I have a jaded view of the homeless now. He said, but I know that they can't control their situations or they're in a fucked up, messed up situation. He said, but dealing with it on and on, day in and day out and day out, after a while, it wears and tears on you. And your moral low-key changes a little bit. And he was like, I see why a lot of cops do that towards black people. He said, I don't agree with it. He said, but had I not grew up around black people and not have a black wife and see their point of view, I would be the same way as them.
That's wild.
And I was like, damn.
Perspective is a motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Perspective is a motherfucker. And it's wild what can change your perspective or what can shape your perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I can't knock him for that. If my interaction with this group has been nothing but negative, how can you
right?
Like I'm all for being fair. Like
right.
how can you expect a person to have nothing but negative interactions but keep a positive mindset?
Mm-hmm.
So that's fair.
Absolutely,
that's fair.
Who you think get credit for Trump's bars? The shooting start when the looting starts.
He stole that. I guess that was the old.
This nigga got ghostwriters.
Where they say he got that from?
Fuck him.
He got it from the mayor of Miami back in the 60s doing the riots.
Yeah. So it's wild though, because a week ago it was fuck Biden.
Mm-hmm. That's what, right? And I was low key on that. Low key, like fuck both of them, really.
A week ago, it was
but
fuck
Trump
Biden.
do something to remind me. It's a little bit more fuck Trump than Biden.
Because
yeah,
a week ago it was fuck Biden, and then Trump dropped the T.I. remix with Biden name in it.
Shut up. Nah.
You didn't hear that?
Nah.
Oh my God, comedy. Oh, shit was comedy. I was like, this nigga's genius. I'm playing for y'all because I got the shit on my. Shit was comedy genius.
No
like,
shit.
Trump in the lead. Trump finna take this shit.
Then he do some shit like this. It's always.
I'm voting independent. I don't give a fuck who feel about any kind of way. Only because I can't skip it. You have to vote for somebody. I vote independent. I don't know who. I probably don't even care. I'm not voting for either one of you motherfuckers.
What about Kanye?
Nah.
You can't vote for Kanye?
I don't feel like Kanye represents me anymore.
Huh.
Chicago Kanye. The nigga that was rapping about bullshit. The nigga that was rapping about
Kanye before his mama died.
Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah.
The nigga that wanted cars and watches and shit.
Pre-Kardashian Kanye. Yeah.
Pre-Kardashian Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
I vote for him. This nigga.
You don't know her.
Nah, you
so
too
you
far
don't go to
removed.
church?
He got the
music.
Hey,
is
the
fire.
music is bomb.
It
though.
is bomb.
The music fire.
I ain't gonna lie. It was one song they remixed. I don't know. Was it Aaliyah?
How do you want it?
No,
How do you
it was
need
one.
it?
I was like,
So
shit,
anxious.
Go.
Yeah,
it was the so
it was
anxious.
the so anxious was.
Yes,
that was hard. Hey,
I was like,
The music hard. Even when I go to even when I
okay.
go to my own church, which is sparingly, once I look at the program and all the choir selections gone,
I'm out. Huh?
that be it.
I ain't gonna lie, I do that too. Like when my sister be like, you need to come to church, and I'll be like, wait, is this second Sunday? Hell no.
That's the old people church, the old people choir.
Yep. No, second Sunday is the young choir.
Kids
so
choir. I'm definitely going with kids
no, not
choir.
the kids choir. It's the youth Sunday. Oh, I'm going to second Sunday, first Sunday, and third Sunday. When the men's choir sing, definitely not going. Definitely not going. Like,
Wow, you said Sugar Daddies can't
like
sing?
what Sunday is? She be like, men's choir. Yep, not going. I catch y'all next Sunday.
Are y'all men's choir not fire?
Hey, do church
No,
choirs march
That's
in?
terrible.
Nah.
They don't march in no more, huh?
They do. I go.
back.
We're Methodist, so
Uh-huh.
it's just like Baptist.
So
They
y'all
still
don't
march
shout,
in.
huh?
Yeah, there don't be no shouting and people falling out speaking in tongues. That's that Pentecostal.
That's
temple
Pentecostal,
shit.
yeah. Hey. Watch out. They solid you up real quick. You get to shout in church. They go with the ushers. Escort you right on up out the service. I was like, damn, you can't catch the Lord because she shouting? Come on, bro. Oh, prejudice.
That's wild.
Nah, we've had some people come in and
shout.
Yeah.
And they get escorted right on
no,
up.
They don't get escorted out.
They circle them and surround them with the ushers?
No, they don't circle and surround them, but you know the ushers will come over, make sure they good, they don't fall out.
They got
no
a time
like
limit.
that.
They got to do this, keep it pushing. Cause for the Casa Church, I had you in church. I used to go after praise and worship service because that'd be the longest part.
I went with
and
my
offering.
friend one time. They went to Tabernacle of Faith.
Okay.
Praise.
Yeah.
That boy. We was in church all
7 hours.
day till like 4:30. I was like, I'll never
it.
spend a night at your house on a weekend again. She would beg me to come over. I'll come over on Friday and I'm going home on Saturday. I am not spending a night on Saturday no more.
Have y'all heard from the church doing this whole thing? The church and the Black Caucus. Y'all ain't heard nothing, huh?
I am not involved in the church at all.
But y'all ain't heard no community churches speak out or nothing?
Not that I can recall. But
the
I'm
National
not,
Black Caucus,
I'm not really.
Al Sharpton, Jesse, quote unquote, the old heads of the movement or whatever.
I haven't. If it hasn't come across my timeline, if they have.
That's wild.
I've seen Taylor Swift speak out.
She had to say.
What she say?
She's like, "We getting you up out of here, Trump."
Oh, she said that?
Yeah. It was a big controversy on Twitter, and I read the feed.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of white people that was hot.
At Taylor?
Oh, they was hot. White people was mad.
Why they mad?
Even famous white people, the blue checks was like,
you got Steve Carroll and Seth Rogen over here putting up money for the protesters to bail them out of jail. I've always liked Steve Carroll and Seth Rogen anyway.
Yeah, Seth Carter.
Who's Steve Carroll?
Pete, Steve Carroll, is it?
Steve Carroll, the actor.
Carell, that played on 40-Year-Old Virgin. He's so funny to me. I love him.
He is. He's hilarious.
I like that.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's good. That's dope.
They've been matching the GoFundMe that was set up through some black organization that's bailing the protesters out of jail.
Right.
And there's a law firm in Chicago that I just read about who's taking on cases for the protesters who got locked up pro bono.
Right.
So
that's love,
just for everybody just to come to this is
that's love,
and this is what they scared of.
I saw it was a bus full of people that the NYPD had grabbed in the protests in New York, and I guess they put them on a public bus.
Oh yeah, I did see that. And the public bus is refusing to transport them.
The public bus driver was
no shit.
He said he refused to drive the bus. So that was love, man. I love to see it. I love tear this shit down. Tear all this shit down.
Tear it up. Tear all this shit up.
Destroy and rebuild. That's what it's gonna have to boil down to.
And if they don't get some act right, as soon as they rebuild this shit, tear it down again.
But these motherfuckers going through all this, and all they got to do is just charge 4 people with murder.
It's not they don't just got to charge 4 people.
They have to get convicted.
You got to charge them. You got to arrest them, charge them, and you got to convict them. But not just them. Because it's not going to stop now. Because there's going to be another George Floyd.
Yep.
There's going to be another Breonna Taylor.
Yep.
There's going to be another Sandra Bland. There's going to be another Tamir Rice. There's going to be another Trayvon Martin.
Yep.
There's going to be another what was his name
Tashi Brown.
Tashi Brown. There's going to be another one of them. And if we don't stop, it's going to be another one of our family members.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it don't stop. And it's not going to stop until y'all do what y'all supposed to do everywhere, all around.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm sick of?
We tired of the paid administrative leave right off the back. Hell no. Fuck that shit. Ain't no paid nothing.
Right.
Yep.
You take your ass home. Yep. Like you said, we going to hold this pension until we figure this shit out.
Yep.
Hold that pension.
And hold your pay. You don't get paid.
Yep.
You don't get to do that because this motherfucker don't get to breathe still.
Real shit.
This motherfucker, these people got we carrying them out in fucking body bags. When I heard that his mama was dead and been dead for years, this man was crying for his mama.
His mama was dead?
His mama is dead.
I didn't know that part.
And been dead for years. That's what really fucked me up. For a motherfucker to call out as big as he was for his mama and she been dead? Come on, man. Nah.
I didn't finish watching it.
Nah.
At some point I turned that shit off.
No.
I can't.
This shit it has to stop. And we ain't gonna stop until y'all stop.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
So I don't give a fuck how you let your anger out. You want to tear some shit up, tear it up. You want to burn it up, burn it up.
Got their attention now.
Exactly.
And it takes
so
us
now do we get a seat at the table? Now do we get to talk? Now do we get to get some laws changed, some bills passed? No,
I'm hoping so. Like they took the fight right to the White House. The motherfuckers is protesting right outside the White House.
They got the shit on lockdown.
Niggas ain't fucking around, man. This shit old. And we are tired.
Like I said, we are not our ancestors. I'm not my grandma. I'm not my great grandma. I'm not even my mama.
You goddamn right.
So what we doing? And I said what I said, and I'll stand on it. And if the shit come back, play this shit on repeat. If anybody come for mine, my daughter, my niece, my nephews, nigga, you take one of mine, I'm taking one of y'all's, and I might take 2 or 3 of them until you take me. I promise you, my right hand of God.
That's how it's supposed to be.
I have no problem with that.
When you say my name, you gonna say it for a fucking reason.
That's how it's supposed to be.
And I don't give a fuck who it is. I'm going to try to get the motherfucker that took mine, but if I can't get him, I'm going to get somebody else close to him.
And I'm tired of the coons. When this shit like this happen, they always bring up, well, what about black on black violence?
Ain't no such thing as black on black crime.
Violence. Man, shut that shit up.
Nope. We kill and we commit crimes in proximity. That's all races.
Right. Because 84% of whites that are murdered are about other whites. And we don't never talk about that shit.
That's that in the fucking... Why are you guys tearing up your own community?
My God.
Where are you going to get tissue from? There's just a million stores in this city.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't got cars. I hate that shit, dude.
But half the shit in our community ain't black owned anyway.
That part, too. So that's what be like, what part of it is it?
A fucking Target? Motherfuckers charge too much anyway.
Right.
But Target CEO did say we could rebuild the store. We don't give a fuck about all that. There's people dying, and they're putting medicine. They ain't charging people for a tissue, formula, diapers, all that shit.
Yeah, but I heard they wouldn't sell milk to the protesters outside.
After they got pepper sprayed.
What?
That's what kind of sparked it all up. Yeah.
Oh.
So fuck Target.
Okay, well fuck Target.
Nigga, was we shopping at Target anyway from the get go?
Nah.
So it's easy to say fuck Target. What if it was Walmart?
Fuck Walmart.
Fuck Walmart too.
And niggas ain't gonna shop at Walmart?
No, we shop somewhere else.
Shit, that's hard.
See what I'm saying? When you gotta really stand against
y'all took Kmart from a shit. Where the fuck we supposed to get draws from?
Kmart.
Oh, nigga, Kmart right by the crib. Used to be right by the crib.
You can go to Kohl's. Order off Amazon.
Kohl's
be having sales.
Shit, they sales be the regular price somewhere else.
Go on Amazon then.
Fuck Kohl's too.
Hey.
Ain't number Mervins.
And Jesse Jackson.
Ain't number Mervins with a facelift. We see you, Kohl's.
Hey, it is too.
You niggas ain't slick.
Granted Mervins.
Been in this store before, nigga.
Right. Oh man, so you think all this gonna encourage us to vote more?
It should. If it doesn't, something's wrong. But everybody needs to get out to the polls or turn in those ballots,
or at least groom a candidate for 2024.
Yeah,
Facts.
Absolutely.
Facts.
I think that's what we should do. Biden or whoever might get our vote this time, but it ain't earned. It's just for prevention. So I mean, it counts still, but it's still the reason why you vote. But I think we got 4 years to really groom the next candidate that have our, you know what I'm saying, morals and principles. And
they need to get out and vote locally.
Focus on local politics first.
Yes.
The thing about it that sucks is neither one of these men are winning.
No.
Neither one of y'all win.
It just hates that you have to choose the lesser of the two evils.
And I ain't. That's why I'm
voting
independent. I'm not
choosing
but
if you vote
why I gotta vote an evil?
Then that's like.
Because I ain't.
And why is it a win for Trump and not a win for Biden if he go independent? Because I heard that one too. A no vote for Biden. No vote for Biden is a win for Trump.
Because you're supposed to help vote.
It is because
Trump is incumbent. I guess.
Exactly. So
I'm not. Niggas he ain't getting my vote.
He getting mine.
Because neither one.
I think
neither one of y'all winning.
I just think that the choice of words were fucked up. Like honestly,
the shooting star when the loot?
No, not Trump. I'm talking about Biden. With the if you don't vote for, if you gotta decide if you need to vote
you ain't
for
black.
You ain't black. I just think that it was a very poor choice.
Terrible joke.
And it
was terrible.
And
if it was
didn't
funny,
go over well.
we'd probably be like whatever.
Yeah, it didn't go over well.
Yeah, when you say shit like that, you got to be funny.
What about Biden makes him a better choice other than he was Obama's VP? What positives?
Remove feelings.
What positive do you have to say about Biden? Give me a positive, because nobody's been able to give me one.
Well, let me do a little bit more research.
Biden's winning because we hate Trump.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying.
But that's fine for me.
Neither one of y'all are winning.
But you don't think that's an act of desperation?
No. What?
Fuck you. So you'd rather deal with 4 more years of Trump than to see what Biden will do for us.
We know what we're dealing with Trump.
Not even that we know we do. I might not like Trump as a person. I might not like. There are positive. I can point to at least one positive. It might be
prison reform.
It might be superficial to you. It might be some bullshit to you. But to me, it's a positive. I can't point to Biden and say, "Here's a positive thing about Biden." I can't.
Have you actually looked into it and done research? Or
yeah.
I know he helped write the crime bill.
But a lot of people have done that.
Did what? The supermax? The
three strikes?
The minimum mandatory shit?
No, but I would like for you to send that to me so I can read up on it.
Okay.
Well,
that's the thing. That's why people don't like Biden. You helped write this bill.
That's what I'm having a hard time overlooking that for Biden to get my vote. And I'll be honest with you, that hurt us as a community more than anything I think Trump has did. Maybe the things Trump doing now is going to hurt us in the future, which I'm sure of it. But as far as past, and we always say that we're not our ancestors and we revert back to the past to go to the future, that crime bill is a heavy thing for me to overlook for Biden to get my vote comfortably.
But like, again, point to something. Pot say, well, he did this at least to counteract that. Trump might say some fucked up shit, but you said prison reform. He did send money.
It took Kim Kardashian to do it and bring it to his attention, which is weird. But
get it done. But he got it done though.
Yeah, he got it done.
You sent money to the HBCUs.
And I think he understands the language of celebrity. I don't think he understands black or white. I think he understands celebrity. So when it's celebrity, he can kind of talk to Kim K. And maybe it's because she's a woman.
He's a fucking celebrity.
Yeah, so he understands the language from other celebrities. I don't think he'll understand the average person. He won't understand the Killer Mike. Killer Mike could eat his ass alive.
Child the ghetto.
I think that would be a good conversation, to be honest.
Trump and Killer Mike.
Great conversation.
I think Trump's smart enough to not have that conversation with
He's
Killer
not going
Mike.
to sit down and have a conversation.
He's not going to sit down with nobody
even
like
this
Killer
morning,
Mike.
like they was asking him about some shit with China. Nigga was like, go out and vote. What?
Dude, weird, man. They need to have an age limit on presidencies. Like, you can't be over this age to be president because you ain't going to be allowed to see the effects.
They did. That's why they fucked over Bernie Sanders. Bernie should be the president right now.
He should.
They got an age limit?
Not an age limit, but they thought, well, Bernie Sanders is going to die. So
shit, I think that about Biden and Trump.
Trump younger than Biden. He look it anyway.
Shit.
They look about the same age.
Orange niggas age different.
They do. I'm just, if Biden had came out, if Biden wasn't Obama's VP prior to, we wouldn't know who the fuck Biden was.
That's true.
We'd have this one thing. Oh, he wrote this bill. We wouldn't have shit else. Oh, he has a sexual assault case.
That too.
What else do we have?
And he really gonna have to have a strong vice president.
Huh?
And Trump didn't.
Trump did, but
how many too? And still say fucked up ass shit like he don't give a
So
fuck.
we voting on which sexual offender is better?
No, we're not. But I'm just saying, like he brought up the point to say we only have this and this.
Right.
We're voting on who we hate less.
That's it.
I'm fine with that.
Nah, y'all like neither one of you niggas get my vote.
I'm fine with that.
I did that one time.
I ain't voting independent and I ain't voting for fucking Trump because I didn't do that shit last time.
I'm voting independent.
But please get out and vote locally. Everybody, like
definitely locally.
Across America, you have to. It is imperative that we vote locally.
With them all big words.
Ooh, big words. Somebody to read their thesis,
Gucci.
the source, or
It's
some
not
shit.
even a big word.
Okay, spell it. You already know I'm gonna go.
Second week, I need a pin.
See.
No.
On the Gucci watch thing, she better than us.
No.
Oh man.
The second week though.
What y'all want to say before we get over out of here?
Go ahead, Ivan. I'm gonna sip my drink.
Black people, I love y'all. Straight up. If you black, if you wear this skin, I mean, you understand the struggle I go through. I love y'all. Be safe out there. Let's love on each other. Let's get through this shit. Tear this shit up. I don't give a fuck. Just get home safe.
Right. What about you, Shannon?
I just want to thank y'all for tuning in with us all these months and bearing with us during quarantine.
Yes, Lord.
It's hard right now, but it is going to get better.
Yes.
And however you feel like you want to grieve or you want to revolt or react, do that shit. If you want to tear it up, tear this shit up. Tear it up again. You want to burn it up, burn this shit up, burn it down. But if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for anything. And that's what we've been done. I love y'all. Y'all be safe. And, yeah, just be easy.
Just don't burn my house, please. Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
We're the Popular Misfit Podcast, and we out.
Peace.